The Po' Boy Pundits podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Po' Boy Pundits with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the political headlines that grab our attention and all those little jerks that infuriate us.
Supreme Court thing there. And Elon's buying votes.
A foreign national is buying.
We, being in New Orleans and Louisiana, should not know or follow
or care.
Give a fuck about a Supreme Court race for the state of Wisconsin. I shouldn't. I don't.
No matter how much we love Milwaukee.
Correct.
Which is for the good land.
There you go. I spelled it right the other day, but I had to. It took me an hour.
Does this guy know how to party or what?
Yeah, man. I guess that's the thing that blows my mind is now we're
well, I mean, what was it? I mean, what was it last week? There was. I mean, it made headline news about like a state senator in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Like, because of somebody like Trump had appointed to this, and like it was supposed to be a Trump win, but like we're talking state houses.
Yeah, it was something he won by like 20 points or something, and it had been like 65 years GOP, right?
Yeah, but that'd be like, somebody
like I don't give
inquiring about, Mary Landry here. Like, what the fuck do you care?
Speaking of, we'll get to him later, but
you don't even live in my neighborhood.
Right. Landry was all over national news hanging out with Mike Johnson. Allegedly on Grindr.
Oh, Mike Johnson.
Those are fucking great.
I hope.
So do I.
And
I don't care.
It also tracks a little bit, though.
It most certainly
It explains the sideburns a little bit. I'm just saying.
And his son tracks his shit. So is he diddling his son now? Allegedly. Allegedly.
No, this is so he doesn't do that. He gets on Grindr. But, like... I will say this. That's the one little bit that I didn't quite buy, which is, like, if you're Mike Johnson, this, supreme, Jesus lover, living conservative lifestyle, why would you, if this is true, now again, granted, they've been doing stupid shit, we're going to, get to that.
We will get to that.
Why would you be so dumb as to send a congressional photo to somebody on Grindr?
Because he was probably drunk.
Could be. And again,
this could be. It hasn't been verified.
I just really hope we don't have this many dumbasses. I mean, I know he's like a piece of shit, but like he was supposed to be more clever than that.
No.
Like I said, I kind of hope it's true, but then there's that flip side of like, oh, we don't have a prayer in holy hell.
No.
If this guy is the Speaker of the House is sending his real photo out on Grindr when people say, "Hey, what you look like?"
Right.
Like that's just.
And he wants to blow him, allegedly. Although I've seen the text string.
Oh yeah.
And again, AI, don't know, don't care. I hope it's real. Anyway, so I hate the fact that
if not. Props to the dude posing as Mike Johnson on Washington, D.C. Grindr.
Yes. Oh, my God.
No, this is me.
Oh, man, do I have some things I need to do now. So, yes, I'm going to track that, and I hate the fact that I have to track a Supreme Court.
Well, and I would say this is that I didn't check national news with it because I was actually fairly shocked that it actually happened.
Louisiana?
But, when we voted down all 4 amendments because nobody bought into the governor's bullshit. No. And you're going like, well, that's Louisiana's so weird. Like when you think it's like, okay, we're fucked.
Yeah.
And then they fucking surprise you.
And I'm sure you saw Landry and Mike Johnson talking. He was like, so what, 12 is what he was saying?
18.
No, I think 18. 22, right?
Yeah.
22.
And I was kind of guessing like, okay, maybe this is what happens when you get like near 90% of Orleans Parish to come out and vote. It was voting, those that came out and voted, it was the majority of the state. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was like Johnson's district or Johnson's parish, Lake Charles or whatever parish that is down in the corner, and like 2 other ones. But every other
was Ouachita part of that, or any of the Bossier cities?
Bossier
Bossier Parish?
Yeah, Bossier. Yeah, whatever that parish is.
Well, it's Bossier, and then
But
God, I can never remember the one on the Shreveport side.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. That's why. It's where the horse track is.
They all matter, Brock.
That might as well be Texas.
Yeah, but it was like it was.
But yes,
rural areas.
Teachers. You know what? I'm finding out teachers do not want to be fucked with.
No.
Which good on them. You.
Yeah, well, particularly when.
Excuse me.
And that might have been like the big thing was, when teachers like not telling their students, but like people asking them, being like, no, we're not getting a pay raise with this, and they might fuck with our retirement. Like,
exactly.
No.
Oh, and they're going to let the rich get richer because that's buried in there too.
Right.
That's just not the shiny shit that they want you to see.
And that's not the scariest one.
That's the fine point.
They wanted to do what they've done in like Jackson, Mississippi, and like set up tribunals.
Right.
They wanted to put 12-year-old kids in Angola, like.
So and Beck was
because the
way it was written, it was like give legislative power, and I was like, that's basically guys deciding who gets tried as an adult.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, that sounds good, and I was like, okay. 16-year-old white kid.
Yeah.
Tries to steal a car, runs over somebody's grandmother. Black kid does the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, that white kid. He's awful young.
He's on the swim team.
He's right. He's like that Tanner Brock cat who got away with raping a woman behind a dumpster. But
yeah,
and that's how I had to explain it.
Yeah.
And she went, oh. And, and that's before getting into we want to put 12-year-olds in Angola because that's what they want to do.
Or if it's a 12-year-old who has attempted murder, didn't kill anybody, but like had a gun. Like now, we can try that kid as an adult, and when they go off to prison,
they will forever be a felon.
Right.
Because again, their brain's prefrontal cortex is not fully formed.
Well, and I'm not going to get into that, but
these are the things.
But it should be, yeah. We're talking about local elections becoming national news because of how fucked up everything is.
Right, and if they want to send it back to the states, which I'm assuming that's what they want to do, while getting uber rich. So good, we need these wins at the state level. That's why these matter. Which, again, I shouldn't be worried about. God, these were terrible amendments here.
Yeah, no, they were
terrible,
god awful. But and at least too, what it could also mean is like there's a local politician here, Dustin Granger. He's got a really interesting TikTok.
Yeah. All right. I've seen his stuff around town.
Yeah, he does a lot of local politics stuff, but he's run for local offices too, and but to have people exposing that, and then apparently it's getting the message out.
Yeah,
and that
I first see it? I saw it in the news, but then I started seeing it on social media.
Yeah,
it's like teachers like in Louisiana going, this is what's up. Go fucking vote.
It's also it was a dumb move by Landry because it's like you have the House majority. Like you could have just passed the law.
Doesn't he have like super majority?
Yeah. So, but now because you tried to do state constitutional amendments, now if you try and slip it in, like the press is going to be all over it.
Right.
And you very well, you might get them done, but then you might lose your super majority because people.
How long does he have left?
Oh, he's got. We elect the governor the year before we do a president, so he's got 3 more years.
Oh, God, yeah, I thought it was 2. No, we're not even halfway through it.
No, we're not.
It's longer than the 100 days. 100.
We got spoiled by 8 years of Belle Edwards, so.
Yeah, man, fuck, I missed that dude. Like he
and fucking Mitch.
He understood the assignment.
Yeah.
For this state in particular.
Yeah.
He understood.
Yeah. Make the budget solvent.
Yeah. Just like
Keep tops going. Well, and like, I mean, just saying, I mean, since we're on the fucking subject anyway.
Well, I mean,
like,
yeah, we'll talk local policy. I don't give a
that's,
fuck.
well, but I mean, and multiple states have this stuff, and multiple southern states have it too.
Bell Edwards went through a few massive storms too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. I mean to cut you off, but he oversaw shit like that. And he was the man.
Well, and the thing is like I don't think Landry's smart enough to realize this, but like if like say for instance like if like the tax amendment passed, and he's already trying to give more and more tax breaks to oil and gas companies and shit like that.
Is that what he's trying to do? Because he's trying to get things into the state.
Yeah,
I get it.
So let's go with the stuff that has like given people cancer. Good idea.
Because that's worked out great along the river.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, God forbid we have a superstorm show up and then blows out an entire levee. But that aside, it's like what he's not thinking about, like, so if the state budget tanks.
Right.
These guys, the first thing they're going to take from is the state college funding, TOPS. So
that's the easiest, I guess.
You take that away from most families in the state of like, oh, we'll cover your tuition to LSU.
That's right. Yeah.
You're going to have some fucking pissed off people.
Or the AI
from all backgrounds.
The AI burning colleges. The LSU one when he said basically the nepo babies that go to LSU, but they're not. They're just that because that's what you do.
Yeah.
What is it? Half?
Yeah, at least.
Okay, that's okay.
I mean, yeah. No, I mean that's why LSU doesn't give a shit if you pass or fail your freshman year because they still get the money no matter what.
Right. Yeah.
And
you get one
most
year,
of it is,
and then great if you're getting great grades.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're going to get money for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid did that.
But if not, we got your first year's tuition,
and you get to figure it out from here on out.
Correct. Or or we got it from the state. You're free and clean, and nobody gives a shit.
Let's shake hands. You failed.
Now
we got paid.
Let's add 6,000 more seats to the football stadium.
60,000 more seats. Like they're not going to be able to go high enough. Like engineering will not allow it to go high. I don't know how they do
gravity.
You know what I picture? Like Star Wars, where like the things go
Oh, the Senate with the floating.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like that's what it'll be.
Yeah, we said it's like they're going to put a dome on it, then you strap people to the top of the dome.
That's exactly what
But
how much time do we have? Because I'll keep talking.
We have a minute and 13 seconds.
Perfect. Okay. We're not going to get into that. So, wait, speaking of, we'll just stay with Louisiana. Isn't a car company building a plant somewhere?
Yeah, but I forget which one.
Is it Hyundai?
Hyundai, yeah.
Hyundai, yeah, or Kia. There's a Kia in Alabama.
But doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of what Trump is doing? It should be an American car company, right?
Right. But he's bringing jobs back.
Oh, Landry, yeah. Oh, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Which you just were saying about the tax cuts.
Non-union jobs, by the way.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's going to be like...
That's the stipulation.
That's the...
the UAW is not allowed
the
in
The mine workers back in the day, and you got paid in... basically fake money that you can only use at their...
Wally bucks.
Yeah, that you can use at their Wally bucks sun-dry or sundry.
Yeah, that they charge you like $10 for a bar of soap.
So here is my 10 Wally bucks that I made this week. I need to... Yeah.
Hey, I'm impressed you remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, no. I mean, like most people, you try and... It was that the Fulton Steam Car Company?
Yeah.
Did that. It was like Fultonville. The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Po' Boy Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, Music by the Heisenberg Compensators.